Ever felt a pang of guilt when you tried to get rid of stuff you no longer needed? Welcome to the shared experience of many who embark on the journey of decluttering. It's a common feeling, this guilt, and it can often serve as a roadblock on the path to a more minimalist lifestyle. You're not alone in this, and it's okay to feel this way. It's part of the process. You see, our possessions often aren't just things. They're tied up with memories, emotions, and perceived value. They're intricately woven into the fabric of our lives, making the act of letting go feel like a betrayal, like we're discarding parts of ourselves. And that's where the guilt seeps in. Sentimental attachment is a big player in the guilt game. That old necklace from a loved one, the ticket stubs from your first concert, the worn-out teddy bear from your childhood. These items might not serve a practical purpose anymore, but they're steeped in memories. And parting with them can feel like parting with those cherished moments. Then there's the guilt of perceived wastefulness. You bought that fancy juicer with the best of intentions, but it's just been gathering dust. The thought of getting rid of it seems wasteful, doesn't it? It's as if you're admitting defeat, acknowledging that you wasted money on something you didn't use. And of course, there's the fear of regret. What if you need that item in the future? What if you miss it when it's gone? This fear can often make us cling to things just in case, piling up clutter in our homes and in our minds. But here's the thing, these feelings of guilt, attachment, and fear, they're all normal. They're part of the journey, part of the process of decluttering. And acknowledging them, understanding them, can be the first step towards overcoming them. Remember, decluttering isn't just about the physical stuff. It's about decluttering our minds, our lives, our emotions. It's about making space for the new, for the useful, for the meaningful. It's not just about the physical clutter, but the emotional clutter that comes with it. Ready to declutter without the guilt? Here's a step-by-step guide. Step 1. Identify items to discard. Begin by looking at your possessions and ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? If you can't remember or it's been over a year, it might be time to let it go. Try not to let sentimental value cloud your judgment. While it's perfectly normal to feel attached to our belongings, it's important to remember that memories are not housed in objects, but in our minds and hearts. Next, sort the items you've decided to discard into categories. These could include donate, sell, recycle, or trash. Be honest with yourself during this process. If an item is broken or worn out, it's likely best suited for recycling or the trash. If it's still in good condition, consider donating or selling it. Just remember, the goal is to find a new home for these items, where they can be useful and appreciated. Now let's talk about the importance of considering the usefulness and joy an item brings before deciding its fate. This is where the concept of mindful decluttering comes in. Instead of hastily discarding items, take a moment to truly consider their value. Ask yourself, does this item serve a purpose in my life? And does this item bring me joy? If the answer to both questions is no, it's probably time to part ways. It's also crucial to consider the environmental impact of our choices. For example, just because an item no longer serves a purpose in your life doesn't mean it can't be of use to someone else. Donating or selling items not only reduces waste, but it also provides others with access to affordable goods. Similarly, recycling items can help reduce the demand for new products, thereby conserving natural resources. And finally, remember to be patient with yourself. Decluttering is a process, not a one-time event. It's okay to take your time and make thoughtful decisions. You might even find that as you progress, it becomes easier to let go of items. After all, the space you create in your home is a reflection of the space you're creating in your life. A space for peace, clarity, and joy. So, there you have it. A step-by-step guide to guilt-free decluttering. Remember, it's not about getting rid of everything, but rather making mindful decisions about what to keep and what to let go. Decluttering isn't about deprivation, it's about making room for what truly matters. Remember, it's a process. Don't rush and be mindful of your choices. What about those items that tug at your heartstrings? Ah yes, the emotional barriers that can make decluttering feel like an insurmountable task. These are the items that hold a special place in our hearts. The childhood teddy bear, the collection of concert tickets, the wedding dress. It's natural to associate these items with memories and emotions, but there are ways to navigate these emotional waters. Firstly, it's important to understand that it's okay to let go. We often hold on to items because we fear losing the memory associated with them. But your memories are not in those objects, they're in you. So, letting go of the physical item doesn't mean you're letting go of the memory. Now let's talk about strategies. One method is to take a photograph of the item. This allows you to keep a visual reminder without the physical clutter. You can create a digital album of these photos, so you have a dedicated space for your cherished memories. Another approach is to keep a small portion of the item. If you have a large collection of something, like books or records, consider keeping your absolute favorites and parting with the rest. This way, you still have a piece of that collection that brings you joy, without it taking over your space. And don't underestimate the power of storytelling. Write down the story behind the item, why it's important to you. This can be a cathartic process, and it can also be a wonderful way to pass down family history. Remember, the ultimate goal of decluttering is not to strip away your past or your memories, but to create a space that feels good to you now. It's about making room for the new while still cherishing the old. And sometimes, that means letting go of physical items. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from physical clutter while preserving your cherished memories. And remember, when you clear your space, you also clear your mind, making room for fresh ideas and new possibilities. Wondering if it's all worth it? Well, the benefits of decluttering reach far beyond the surface level. Firstly, decluttering provides a sense of control and accomplishment. You're the master of your environment, and taking charge of your space can leave you feeling empowered. Next, it paves the way for increased focus. By eliminating distractions, you create an environment that's conducive to productivity. Imagine a workspace free from unnecessary clutter, where your mind can freely flow with ideas. The absence of clutter also reduces stress. It's no secret that a cluttered space often reflects a cluttered mind. By decluttering, you're effectively clearing your mental space, leading to better mental health. And let's not forget about the additional physical space you'll gain: more room to move, breathe, and simply be. But perhaps the most significant benefit lies in the satisfaction that comes from knowing you've created a space that truly reflects your values and priorities. Decluttering is not just about getting rid of stuff. It's about creating space for what truly matters. So, what have we learned today? We've delved into the guilt of letting go, recognizing that it's a common emotion many of us face when we try to declutter our spaces. Yet, we've also learned that acknowledging this guilt is the first important step towards overcoming it. We then broke down the decluttering process into manageable steps, making it less daunting and more achievable. We've seen how focusing on one area at a time can make a world of difference. We also addressed the tricky issue of emotional items. We've understood that it's all right to feel attached to certain items, but also vital to remember that our memories aren't in these objects, but in our hearts and minds. Finally, we've highlighted the benefits of decluttering. From increased efficiency to improved mental well-being, decluttering offers numerous advantages that make the process worth it. Remember, it's okay to let go. Embrace the freedom that comes with decluttering and enjoy your clutter-free life.